Hi guys, this is pre-algebra topic 6. Solve problems using equations and inequalities. In this topic, we'll think how you can solve real world and mathematical problems with numerical and algebraic equations and inequalities. In this topic, you have 7 lessons total, and it's all going to be about equations and inequalities. The important topic vocabulary is isolating the variable. So you can already see what you're doing in this whole topic. Okay, we got some STEM projects relating to water. Let's start with page 339. Get ready in topic 6. See if you remember the things here, vocabulary, and then we'll do properties of equality, like terms, and inequalities. See if you can remember and review by yourself. If not, we can go over vocabulary together, but make sure you're ready for the properties of equality, like terms, and inequalities. You really need to know how to do that before we learn anything new. Okay, let's look at vocabulary. Choose the best term from the box to complete each definition. A statement that contains the symbols less than, greater than, less than equal to, or greater than equal to is called a or an inequality. It is not equal, it is unequal. It's one side is going to be greater than the other. Okay, number 2, that was number 1. Number 2, properties that state that performing the same operation on both sides of an equation will keep the equation true are called, what properties can you use? The properties of equality. Okay, number 3, addition and subtraction have a blank relationship because they can undo each other. The inverse relationships. Inverse means the opposite. So if you have an inverse relationship, they can undo each other. Okay, so adding 2 and subtracting 2 give you 0. So they basically do undo each other. For multiplication, you want to get 1 to undo. So like 2 times 2 divided by 2 will basically undo each other and give you the same answer that you first started with originally. Okay, number 4, terms that have the same variable are called like terms. You can add and subtract like terms. Number 5, properties of equality. Use properties to solve each equation for x. Here, which property can you use? You can, in order to solve for x, you need to isolate the variable x. You can subtract 9.8 on both sides so that you do not change the equation, but you can isolate x and say x plus 0 is equal to 4.4. Okay, that is your answer. What about number 6? What do you do? Which property do you use? The division property of equality. You divide by the coefficient of x, 14 on both sides, so that you get 14 over 14 is 1. You get 1x, and that's exactly what you need. 91 divided by 14 is what? 6.5 in decimals. Okay, number 7. That was number 6. Number 7, 1/3 x equals 24. Because you have 1/3, that's saying that you divide x by 3. So this is basically x over 3 equals 24. If you multiply 1 and x, and that means you multiply 3 on both sides to undo 3 so that you have X is equal to 72. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, number 8. Combining like terms. Combine all the like terms and simplify as much as you can. You don't necessarily have to solve for the numerical value because you can't. You don't know what K and M is. You don't know what the variables are represented right now. Just your job right now is just to simplify the expression as much as you can. Okay, so number 8. You add the expressions for K, right? You add the like terms for K. So 1/4 minus 2/3 would be, you have to first rationalize the denominator and get 3. 1/4 K is equal to 3 over 12K. And 2/3 K is equal to 8 over 12K. Okay, and then you have 1/4 M plus 5 over 9 M. So you also need to rationalize that. 9 times 4 is 36. So 1/4 M is same as 9 over 36 M, and 5/9 is the same as 20 over 36 M. So you can subtract these coefficients. 3 minus 8 is -5 over 12K. Okay, and then 9 plus 20 is 29 over 36M. Can you simplify those fractions? No, you can just leave it like that. Okay, that's your expression. It's okay if it still looks complicated. It's still more simple than the original one. Okay, that's okay. Number 9. So doing the same thing, you add -4 and -4, you get 8, -8b, and 2 plus 8 is 10w. Okay. Number 10, 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 8 is 15, and then -5 minus 4z is -9z. So it's -9z plus 15. Okay, combining like terms. Number 11, inequalities. Write an inequality that represents the situation. A large box of golf balls has more than 12 balls. Describe how your inequality represents the situation. How would you write this as an inequality? Large box of golf balls. Okay, so we can say large box L has more than 12 balls. Okay, L has greater than 12. You don't need a variable for balls. Like, you already know how many balls there are. So L could be greater than 12, or whatever your variable that you represent using the whatever variable that you use to represent the large ball box of golf balls. Okay. Also, don't forget to explain and describe how your inequality represents the situation. L represents the number of golf balls in the box. So the inequality represents the quantity of golf balls in the box, which is greater than 12. Okay, that looks like I, so I'm gonna to L. Okay, so L represents the number of golf balls in the box. The inequality represents the quantity of golf balls golf balls in the box, which is greater than 12. Okay, that was review that you needed to study and learn the new topic, topic 6. Let's look at the next page and see the language development page. Fill in the Venn diagram to compare and contrast equations and inequalities. What do you know about equations and inequalities? You already know what they are. Can you describe the similar things that they both have and the different things that makes them different? Okay, what do they have in common? First of all, equations and inequalities may have variables. They could have variables, and they could have terms. Okay, they could have constants. They could have coefficients, right? What are all the vocabularies that you know? Okay, inequalities. What do inequalities have that is not in equations? Equations have the symbol equal sign, okay? Must equal. Both sides must be equal. Inequalities though, you use the symbols like greater than, less than, greater than equal to, or less than equal to, right? One side is greater than or greater than equal to another. Okay. You need to know how to differentiate them, how to point out things that are similar. In the box below, draw pictures to represent the terms and phrases in the overlap section of your diagram. Can you draw a picture for the variables? Terms. What else do we have? Constants, coefficients. So draw your own drawings, but I'm gonna draw variables as X, and then it has legs and arms. I'm gonna draw Y, okay, that has wings, okay? It could be a silly drawing, that's fine, but make sure you know what they are. Variables are X and Y and all the other letters that are the unknowns, okay? Terms are like separated by addition and subtraction. So I'm gonna draw a train that has addition and subtraction, and then you can have 2x and then 2y, and then you can have maybe like w, okay? They're all different terms. You have 3 terms, 3-term train. Okay, what about constants? Constants are just numbers that's in a term. So you can say just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can, I guess, draw the numbers. Coefficients are the numbers in front of the variable. These are the coefficients. Okay, I'm running out of creativity now, but feel free to draw your own thing, but make sure it's obvious what they're representing. Okay. All right, so you'll be able to also pick a project out of the 4 when you're done with the lessons and apply the skills that you learned in real life. Okay, we'll continue with lesson 1 in the next video. That was the intro for the topic 6.